right, so let's see. I just downloaded the patch. The patch isn't that big. It's around like 10 gigs or so. It's not that huge. And then we'll have some patch notes up, I guess, while this whole thing downloads. All right, so patch notes here. Modern Warfare and Warzone patch notes, August 24th. It's currently 2 a.m. I'm getting up early on Call of Duty for an LMG. I'm truly doomed. At this whole thing that I went over yesterday, literally just a few hours ago, you would notice like the small amount of time between yesterday's video and today's video. 10 gigs on PS4, 14 on Xbox, 11 on PC. We got a playlist update. We got Ground War reinforced with 32 players. It didn't really care about that much. Blueprint gunfight. I shoot the shit back. All right, so we can make some progress. Great. So I might go into hardcore, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. Got regular solos, duos, trios, quads, plunder quads, Kingslayer trios. General fixes, you can now spawn on APCs even while they're in combat as long as the vehicle isn't on low health. You could actually, that could be kind of a game changer in Ground War to make it a bit more crazy, but we'll see. Just a bunch of bugs and stuff like that. Weapon adjustments. Adjusted weapon stats graphs to better match the rate of fire and post-launch weapon balancing. This has always been an issue in Call of Duty where whenever you looked in those little stat pages and stuff, ever since like Call of Duty, what was it, COD 4 that had those stats? I don't remember if COD 3 had the stats displayed and stuff too, but they were always bullshit. Like, you are making the weapon wrong if you pay close attention to it entirely, especially on this game, considering how many small little things there are. For example, I have like the Merc 4 grip that usually does a little bit better job at doing certain things than others, but even with them adjusting these graphs, I highly doubt that they're actually even accurate, especially at the point that most people are doing Warzone and weapon tuning now with their classes and min-maxing as much as possible on this game because of it. There's no way that they're going to be able to take a graph and have it somehow be even more accurate than the numbers that we currently have, unless they change those graphs into actual numbers and values, which I doubt they'll ever do. Sniper thermal scope has lowered the optic resolution and has reduced the thermal range. So now I guess the sniper thermal scope no longer has like an infinite range if you like look completely across the map. I'm not really sure exactly what that means. Does that mean that if they go past a certain distance, I can literally watch them go from lit up to not lit up? Or lowering the optic resolution, it's just like they're just making it not as clear. Kind of reminds me of the infrared scope on Black Ops 1. That was super inaccurate, but fixed for a bug where the parachute would open randomly when jumping over certain areas of the map. That happens all the time. You could be in the middle of the street and you feel like somebody's looking at you, so you go to like hop over like the curb or something and your character will randomly just pull the shit. Really looking at it, I mean, just look at the sizes and stuff here. This is actually a smaller patch than as far as balancing goes. There's nothing really that crazy. There's new thermal. So when you log in, you get all of these different flags for all these different countries: Ecuador, Costa Rica, Greece, Philippines, Kuwait, Hungary, Romania, Singapore, Thailand, Turkey, and then the contender. I'm assuming this is something that we end up getting just at the start of this, and then throughout maybe we'll be rewarded for this or something. I saw something about a leaderboard for countries. We'll see how it works in Warzone or whatever, but boom, the FiNN LMG. Get 1 melee kill while using an LMG in 7 different matches. Get 1 melee kill? I mean, I can't imagine that'll be too hard, I guess. I don't know. I wonder if getting the kill and then backing out works. Hardcore shoot house at the moment, so we can go and actually unlock this fucking thing. You guys will sit there and come along with me as I try to melee people, I guess. So we're gonna try to figure out really quick, first of all, if we can actually do the challenge by backing out after we do it. 1 melee kill while using an LMG in 7 different matches. Now, maybe other people will be going for melee kills. All right, people are going for melee. I got one. All right, we're gonna back out. All right, that counted. 1 of 7. Now let's see if we can keep doing that though. Or will it make us play the entire match out? Actually, I wanna see if I can do more than 1. It's so early in the night that they don't have the new store that is updated yet with the bundle for the actual LMG. Usually you would be able to go and buy the thing and then just, you know, run it. A newly buffed Holger, I mean, it's probably the best feeling LMG since I don't really like using LMGs anyway, so. Still sucks though as far as its damage goes. It's just so average. So I've fallen to the 555th place for the total kills in multiplayer. Now, given a lot of these people are full of shit. All right, we're on hard point on shoot house. Whatever. I'll see if I can get a melee kill doing this. Maybe there will be other people that'll do it too. I'm gonna use the stun grenade. Fuck! And he left the game. Fuck you, Mulkey. I hate this fucking game. There's one. Got another melee. 2 of 7. Okay, we could just back out.
Oh my god, is that Jeff?
No. It's just a guy that's gonna stun you, melee you, and leave. That's who it is. This hoodie smells like socks for some reason. Not really surprised. No game I can't wait for, Cyberpunk. That's what I want to play. I want to just delve into my own little world. More or less wish the Holger kind of hit like an AK or like an AN or something. Got one, backing out. 3 of 7. I think everyone is mutually agreeing to just, at the start, just throw stuns at each other and try to beat each other's asses with our guns. We look like fucking cavemen. We have no bullets. Ah! Leaving. All right, the FiNN LMG. We got this permanent thing that's stuck in here because I have the other camos, but I can't use them. Don't notice anything crazy or different at the moment, so let's just run this shit in hardcore. Gonna stay in and then just go. Dude, I'm so happy Shoot the Ship is back, because once I'm done with this and I go and get this thing, you know, Damascus or whatever by tomorrow. I got Damascus for the AN and the ISO in one day in just a few hours. Like, it's really, really easy to go and get Damascus once, you know, I should say to unlock gold or platinum or whatever for the guns at least. All right. Looks simple enough. Nice, clean iron sights. Oh boy. Alright, let's see how the reload is. So it's a lot like the M91 or whatever it is. That's pretty fast. I don't even feel like I need recoil control items on this thing. It seems very, it's really easy to control. I don't know, I don't know how the damage is ultimately, but it's not completely one shot all the time. So, I mean, I look at that recoil. This is very easy, very simple. Could go in the private match against bots and stuff like that and show you guys, you know, the time to kill and stuff like that later. But this thing seems disgustingly accurate. I have no idea what its damage ranges are or anything like that. This is definitely going to be one of those weapons where they're just going to be running like a VLK or whatever on it, and I don't even know. This thing feels surprisingly good. It's like the way that it feels in general feels nice. It doesn't feel nearly as big as I thought it would. Whoa, wait, barrel. How many barrels do you have for this shit? There's 2, 4, 6. There's 7 different barrels for this weapon. What is this thing? Oh man, the stat guys are gonna have a ton of fun with that. I mean, this is gonna be done in no time. I don't know if I'm immediately gonna unlock the Obsidian one. People are usually more interested in the Damascus one before the Obsidian, so I'll probably go for Obsidian after. But I'll do Damascus really quick and have that up by tomorrow or whatever, and yeah. Once this game's over, I'm gonna go into a little private match and see exactly all those little attachments and stuff on this thing. I mean, I can't imagine a hip-fire only build on this thing. I wonder if there's like some crazy, like different kind of fire rates or something on here. I heard that you can maybe turn it up and down, but I don't know. There's like a fucking hyper fire mode or some crazy shit. So there are 3 different barrels that you can have on this LMG that do the regular thing that your barrels would usually do. You have one that gives you extra damage range, you know, to increase the overall damage and bullet velocity. The more lightweight one, the more that's more geared towards multiplayer and stuff. Then there's a long shot advantage, big long barrel, 510 millimeter. And then you have a lightweight version of that LMG as well for the, you know, aim down sight speed and stuff like that, and you lose bullet velocity. But there are 4 different barrels on this thing called adverse barrels, which all have this crazy full throttle fire rate on it. So it's basically the same barrels. There's the factory barrel that we have obviously by default that just has the increased fire rate. You don't lose your ADS speed or anything like that. You just lose damage range and recoil control with the crazy amount of fire rate anyway. I'm really curious what those time to kill numbers look like in multiplayer and Warzone in comparison to each other. I think this adverse thing might be kind of crazy. There's also the Pro Twist, which is, you know, the regular multiplayer one with a high fire rate. And now there's the really long range version that has crazy high fire rate and a short version of it with a crazy high fire rate as well. So I just want to see the difference between these things. I want to take this barrel. I'm not really sure what kind of recoil I'm going to be dealing with here, so let's just go with the Merc foregrip because that's usually the best. Anything that's crazy on this, I don't really know what the default belt is, but there's a 100 round belt, a 75 round belt. What is the default belt? I don't really know. Then there's the 75 round belt. Paced telescoped ammunition, improved handling at the cost of bullet velocity. So they're like lighter bullets. And then there's 100 rounds lighter bullets. Wait, this thing is crazy. We got the chainsaw attachment. Combination handled grips allow for highly maneuverable assaults for operators who care less about where the shot lands and more about getting rounds downrange quickly. Movement speed, hipfire accuracy. Oh my god, this is gonna be this is gonna be disgusting in shipment. But there's only attack laser on it. So there is no 5 milliwatt laser. I don't know, would it compensate or help at the end of this thing too? I mean, shit. So sleight of hand as well. I don't really know what to run on this thing. I'll show you guys the regular barrels. So there's 75 rounds by default. The other 75 round belt on here are these telescoped rounds. So by default, we likely don't actually need to use any of this ammunition here. All right, so let's aim it at this. So now we're just gonna put on the factory adverse barrel. This is just the default, same barrel, but now it has the adverse effect on it, increasing rate of fire to its maximum potential. You can see the recoil kind of just goes all the way around and up. Adverse. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. I mean, this thing was actually built for shipment. This is gonna be stupid. Watch the end of it when I go to reload here. Look, that shit is burning. So, I mean, you get the gist of it. This thing is a really, really unique weapon that probably has a whole lot of different potential and stuff. I'm not entirely sure if the regular barrel is better or worse or what. I'm not entirely sure, but the bullets aren't huge. They're 5.56. I mean, it's a pretty crazy weapon in general. This is how I imagine the weapon to be when we got it originally. So we'll see how it goes in Warzone. I don't really imagine that they're going to be using that attachment, not in Warzone anyway. They'll probably do like, you know, VLK 3X or whatever it may be. You're going to see all sorts of different weird classes with this thing. Some people using the adverse barrels, other people probably fucking around with the default. But yeah, that's the new LMG. You guys can come and check it out, you know, today or whatever. All you have to do is go into all those games and just get melee kills, or you can just go and buy whatever it is whenever it comes out in the store. It's too early for the store to update at this point, so yeah, we'll see what that little bundle is there. Yeah, now we just sit around and wait for the Warzone event and see what happens with this Black Ops reveal. Hope it's good.